One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. And the Blue Hens' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Pitt Panthers offense has the ball first today. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They grab the early lead. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Delaware's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back.
He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29. The Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. To about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport.
Well, this is a team that had a lot...
Wide open on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
Time, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Man, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And some room to work. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air. It's Bobo. Play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, and they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Bobo. Caught over the middle, it's Traore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Going to swing it on second down. Now adjusting. He's got him this time. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The offense lines up at the 40. They pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It
converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Power football with the run. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Fox. Breaks the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him.
Intercepted intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Dropping back, it's Fox. Here comes the heat. Got a man, it's Mason. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Blue Hens moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fowler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Mason. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He now has 84 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's complete on the right side. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to them.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback. Get him in a predictable third and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Now they're going to throw it. Rushes on him. Firing to the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's
in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, a Delaware offense going back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down, but they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short.
There he goes.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Blue Hens are rolling down the field. Now he's looking to throw it. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Fox. They go to the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being able to keep it up.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Thanks to grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that 1st victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.